Today on the show, we're going to be reviewing All New Wolverine #1. So when I found out Laura was going to become Wolverine, I was obviously very excited. She's obviously the clone of Wolverine, so it makes sense for her to inherit the mantle. Some people were saying that they were upset about it, and those people are wrong. They're very wrong, because this book is brilliant. If I were to describe this book in one phrase, it would be an emotion sandwich. It starts off with us establishing Laura's emotions about this whole situation, about losing Wolverine. There's this whole scene in Laura's mind where her brain's having to repair itself, and we actually see her talking to sort of her own sort of hallucination of Wolverine. It's really, really interesting. And then the action happens, and then it goes back to emotions, and the book finishes. I haven't read the rest of the series because I was really afraid that I wasn't going to like this, but no, honestly, if the rest of the series is like issue #1, then I'm going to love all of it. I also love that this book has a very strong focus on one-on-one character interactions. I feel like recently I've been reading so many books where it's big group character interactions that I forgot how much I love situations where it's just one-on-one situations. I particularly enjoyed Laura's interactions with Logan because obviously those were just very, very sweet. I feel like we really needed those because it's sort of, I don't know, it gave me closure on the whole Wolverine being dead, how is Laura feeling about this situation? I didn't realize I needed closure on that, but apparently I did because now I feel a lot better about it. It's weird. I loved her interactions with Angel. Angel is such a dork, and I really want there to be a scene where Iceman, because young Bobby obviously has a crush on Angel. I really want there to be a scene where Laura and young Bobby are flirting with Angel, and it's sort of making him uncomfortable because obviously he doesn't want to be rude to young Bobby and be like, I'm straight, but obviously he's got feelings for Laura, and it would be perfect. I want that scene really, really badly. Someone make it happen. There's also this part where Laura's just survived an explosion and she's on the floor and she's in a lot of pain because she's having to heal herself, and she's like, you know what, I've got 3rd-degree burns, I've got cracked ribs, I've got broken bones, and my shoulder's dislocated. Do not hug me right now, you will make things worse. And Angel's like, oh, okay, is there anything I can do? And Laura's like, I don't know. And then Angel just begins patting her on the head, and she's like, this is awkward, and he's like, yeah, and then she goes, I didn't say stop. That part was just brilliant. I loved it. I loved it so much. This is like a weird mid-ground, not light but not dark X-Men book that we haven't seen in quite a while. I feel like the closest thing that we've had to this was Storm, but even then Storm wasn't that well written. Like, it had good moments, but it wasn't as strong as this. And this is being written very, very well, so I'm very, very happy about it. Honestly, if this book can keep writing Laura this strong, I never want Logan to come back, and if he does come back, I don't want him to be headlining the Wolverine book. I want Laura to keep headlining it because honestly, it's brilliant. There are going to be people complaining that Logan isn't Wolverine at the moment, but you know what? Logan's going to come back and he's going to be Wolverine again. But that doesn't mean Laura can't also be Wolverine at the same time. I would love a situation like that, and I'd love them to sort of play off the confusion of that. I think that could be really well done. I think one way I would improve this book is have a bit more speech in the action scenes because it was very talky. Here's an action scene with, I think, one speech bubble in it, and then more talking, and that was it. And I'm appreciating the fact that Laura is wearing Logan's costume because she is Wolverine. At first I was very excited about this, I will admit that, but I kind of want her down the road to get her own costume, to sort of fall into her own identity as her own Wolverine, if that makes sense. I think it's good that she started out in this costume, but I feel like she can be so much more than just the clone of Logan, and because of that, I'd like her to transcend wearing Logan's Wolverine costume, if that makes sense. Also, I feel like the art was not bad, but not amazing. It was just a little bit generic for my tastes, if that makes sense. I'd like to see them do something a bit more experimental here and there, but you know, it wasn't bad, it was readable, and because of that, I'm just gonna give this book like an 8 out of 10 because it did a lot of things that I really, really like. It hit all the important notes for me, but it didn't do anything that I haven't seen anywhere else before.
It's super effective!
Okay guys, that is it for today. So what did you think of All New Wolverine #1? Please let me know in the comments down below. And also don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more history videos. And also don't forget to like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, support the show by checking out my Patreon if you want to see bigger and better and more history videos. And also don't forget to subscribe to my gaming channel if you'd like to play games with me. My name is Faust, this has been Exploring Comics, and it is super effective.